Hi, I'm Sam Nordberg. Welcome to 52 Books in 52 Weeks, and we're up to book 31 and 32, where I was listening to the Starbound Trilogy. Now, again, I'm going to roll these two into one video because they were part of the same storyline. The Starbound Trilogy was, look, I stumbled across it, okay? So again, I downloaded the audio for this one. My library has a program where you can borrow audiobooks, which is really handy because I chuck them onto the mobile and I listen to them then. I Bluetooth it to my car stereo, so I listen to it whenever I'm in the car or if I'm walking or running, whatever it might be. And so I stumbled across these two. Now, frustratingly, there is no third trilogy book on the audio library yet. I don't even know if it's available. I'll have to go and have a look. So, the first one is called These Broken Stars. The second is called This Shattered World, and both are by Amy Kamen. And they, again, follow to a similar series as the ones I was following last time. So, kind of, well, not necessarily, actually. I was going to say strong female lead. The Starbound Trilogy is all about, trying to work out how much I can share with you without ruining it. All right, warning. I'm going to ruin the storyline here, okay? It's all about the underlying theme is about a man who has found a break between dimensions, has found beings that are full of energy in another dimension, and has therefore kept them captive in this dimension to use their energy as power. So he's now then trying to take over the world realistically with these beings that are energy spirits. Both book one and book two have that same underlying theme, but are really more of a romance story about two souls who really shouldn't be together, the Romeo and Juliet of the world. So they come from opposing sides, they come from opposing factions, or they come from opposing class levels. In book one, the two lead characters, one is from very, very, very high society, the other is a soldier. They fall in love while journeying to try and solve the problem. And in book two, then again, the male protagonist is someone who is in the rebel side. The female lead character is a strong captain in the forces there, and they're obviously on completely opposing sides. They've been fighting for centuries, and again, they fall in love trying to solve the problem. So, look, I listened to them honestly because they were easy reading, but I found myself enthralled. So especially in the first one, which is, and I'm trying to find which one it was, These Broken Stars. I was listening to part of it on the way home in the car once, and I pulled up on the driveway just as one of my lead characters was about to die. And I literally sat on the driveway and just went, no! And then had to sit in the car for the next couple of minutes to find out what happened. And then had to sort of work out where I was up to on my mobile so I could run around the house listening to it on my mobile while I worked out what was happening in the storyline. So, look, again, and with some of the others, and I've got a couple of fiction books coming up which are the same. It's not great literature, it's not great story writing, but you just get so caught up in the romance of what's happening that you can't help but love it, and you can't help but yell at the audio, and I have done that several times. I have found myself sort of yelling at the radio on the way home going, no, of course that's not the good guy, or whatever else it might be. There are no great twists or turns, so there was really nothing coming that I couldn't predict in each of them, especially in the second one. There were a couple of moments where I'm like, you're an idiot, obviously that's what's happened. As the reader, you can see you've got enough information to see what's happening next, to know that, you know, what they haven't found out until, say, the last chapter you knew since the first chapter. So, yeah, that was a little disappointing, but they're good books, so I'm going to go away and see if I can find the third in the trilogy. I would assume it's a culmination of the storyline and then what happens to these beings, so I have to go and have a look for it. So that was those two. Look, as I said, not the best thing going, but if you really like to get caught up in that sort of teen romancy drama, it's worth listening to. You just kind of get caught up in the storyline without meaning to. That's it for these two, and as always, I will see you in the next video.